Gameboys. This web series premiered last May 2020 on YouTube and takes place in the Philippines in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Directed by Ivan Andrew Payawal, the story centers around the budding relationship between Kai, a video game streamer, and Gabriel, a fan trying to woo his heart. It recently premiered globally on Netflix with the new Level Up edition, the main changes being reshoots of some scenes from earlier episodes. So my initial expectations of the show was that it was going to be about two boys falling in love over video games. What's interesting is that by the third episode, the whole video gaming aspect kind of just goes away. The show ends up dealing with some pretty serious issues like loss and family, sickness, and coming out. The show also touches on mental health and how existing mental health issues could be exacerbated by the isolation caused by the pandemic. So the show is really relevant in that it kind of serves as like a time capsule into how we've been living this past year, and I thought it captured that really well. From what I've read, the actors actually used their own cell phones to record the dialogue and the scenes in their own homes. So it was almost like, because the pandemic put all these creative constraints on the production, it forced them to think outside the box, and in my opinion delivered something that was super unique and that I've never seen before personally. Let's talk about the characters a little bit, because I think that's what really makes the show super watchable, at least for me. So first you have Kai, which is kind of like the main protagonist, and he's played by Canlas, and he's really great at like portraying this video gamer that's also going through family stuff and is initially put off by the advances of Gabriel. As the series progresses, you understand where Kai's coming from and why he's hesitant to jump into this relationship. And then you have Gabriel, played by Kokoy de Santos, who I mentioned previously, is just super persistent to the point where like he's kind of stalkerish at the start of the show. But I think what really makes it work is Kokoy de Santos plays him in such a charming way that you can't help but root for him. And the two actors, Elijah and Kokoy, they're not even in the same room together. They're usually separated by like a line on screen showing their two cameras. But the fact that they have such great chemistry is really a testament to how great these actors are. I also want to talk a little about Adriana So, who plays the character of Pearl. She shows up in like the second or third episode, and she's a scene stealer. She plays Gabriel's friend. Without going into spoilers, like I wish I had a friend like Pearl growing up. She is just super supportive, super bubbly, super entertaining to watch. And she kind of acts as a surrogate for the audience almost, in cheering on this relationship and hoping for it to succeed. As the show progresses, you're introduced to more and more supporting characters. You're introduced to Kai's family, his family situation. You learn about Gabriel's past a little bit. And I thought for the most part, all the supporting characters were very well written. And there's even character development in the supporting characters, which is very refreshing to see. They have their own like backstories, and their motivations, in my opinion, were very clear. Towards the middle of the series, the show skirts around melodrama. In particular, one scene stands out where they introduce this one character who, again, no spoilers, they hurt one of the main characters, and this person was literally just in one scene. And that they felt the need to resolve this relationship, I thought was unnecessary at that point. So the show gave me mixed emotions. On the one hand, like I'm super happy that this kind of show exists now, especially for young people in the closet, to see themselves represented on screen and portrayed in such an open and honest and, in my opinion, realistic way. On the other hand, it also made me a little bit sad, because I wish. So a little bit about me, like I'm in my 30s now, and I left the Philippines when I was 17, and I was in the closet all throughout high school and middle school. And I feel like if this show had existed back then, it would have really helped me not feel so isolated. But at the end of the day, like again, I'm super happy this is finally being made, and hopefully it helps out like a lot of young people, because I know that being gay in the Philippines is still a bit of a struggle. Hopefully the show and others like it usher in a new time where LGBTQ stories are told and society hopefully changes because of that. So yeah, I really loved the show. I thought it was very creatively written, creatively shot, creatively produced. I thought all the actors were great in their roles. It was just such a fun show to watch. All the episodes are super short. They're like 20 minutes each. One thing I'll say though is if you are watching it on an Apple TV or like a PlayStation, the default subtitles for Netflix is white text. And because there's a lot of social media scenes, it's hard to read the white text on top of the white of their Facebook. So what I would do is I would go on a desktop and change the subtitle settings, and you can't do that on other devices. You have to do it on the desktop. But yeah, other than that, like, this is a great series. It's one of the shows that got me into watching BLs. If you like this and want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please comment below with any comments, suggestions. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.